At some point, you're going to appear in court and your face is going to be seen, and it can be seen by you having it seen, or it can be forced to be seen.
And you can't force me to be here, man. If I don't want to be here, you can't force.
All right, so you.
Is there a reason you're staring down state?
Benjamin
Williams.
Ben
I'm unaware of it, Judge. I don't know why.
Benjamin.
Mr. Williams.
What's up?
What's up is that you're going to prison for 5 years. Did you see this?
Grant the motion, revoke you, sentence you to 8 years in the prison. Give you credit for any time served. There's a $1,500 fine. Time and money will run concurrent.
It's not anything bad.
What is it for?
I feel like I've been put on.
So how could you be a daddy's boy if your mom is telling you your father has passed and you don't even know? That doesn't make any sense to me.
When I got out, you're right.
And just so the court's aware, I retested today, Judge, and I'm still positive.
Oh, no problem. Is this your client here? Turn to the side, Mr. Williams. 17F.
Oh, yes, Judge. He doesn't have a keyboard in front of him. He's got, I think, the TV or something.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, can you see at the jail if we can have Mr. Williams?
Yes, ma'am.
Communicate with us, please.
Yes, ma'am.
Judge, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, we had to restrain him. He doesn't want to be seen. And we had to remove the headphone and mic. He doesn't want to place them. So we just brought him here. He's restrained and he's turned away from the screen, just to let you know.
All right, thank you. Thank you so much, Deputy. I appreciate that. Mr. Williams, here's the thing. At some point, you're going to appear in court and your face is going to be seen, and it can be seen by you having it seen, or it can be forced to be seen.
And you can't force me to be here, man. If I don't want to be here, you can't force.
All right, so your client obviously has some issues, Mr. Hernandez. Does he have any mental health issues, Mr. Hernandez?
I think he may have a history, Judge. I don't think he's ever been put in a facility, though.
All right, so is he going to need an evaluation, or is he just contrary?
Judge, I don't find him contrary. I find him inquisitive. So maybe we should have.
But is he inquisitive in a contrary type of way?
No.
Okay.
No, I think we have a pretty decent rapport, Judge. I mean, in fairness, yes, he asks some questions and he doesn't necessarily agree with everything, but he hasn't been abusive or anything in any way.
Hey, I told you that in the break room. I didn't want to be here.
So.
Hey, now tell me.
So yes, Mr. Hernandez.
Yes, Judge.
Okay. And so, Mr. Williams, number one, there's not to be any outbursts in the courtroom. That means that you're not behaving professionally. I don't care what you're talking about. I already told you. So, Ms. Ferguson, what we're going to do for Mr. Williams is we're going to have Mr. Williams come back in 60 to 90 days, and hopefully he will have changed by then.
Okay.
So we will bring him back in 60 days, Mr. Hernandez. And if you want him brought back sooner after you've spoken with him, let us know, but I can't have people behaving inappropriately in the courtroom.
I understand, just thank you.
All right, Norma, what's a 60-day reset, please?
Give me 1 second, Judge. Let me look that up.
All right, and if you'll place that in the chat box, please.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and then Mr. Guerra, your client showed up.
All right, the court is going to call 2019 CR 12017, State of Texas versus Benjamin Williams. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Williams. Michael Villarreal for the state.
For the defense?
Tony Hernandez on behalf of Mr. Williams.
And are you Benjamin David Williams?
Unfortunately, yes.
Well, I mean, not unfortunately. I mean, are you Benjamin David Williams?
Unfortunately, yes, ma'am.
What does that mean, unfortunately? Yes.
I hate to say it, but yes, I am.
Okay. I'm going to show you what's entitled Motion to Revoke Community Supervision. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you the same Benjamin David Williams who is placed on community supervision in 2019 CR 12017 for the offense of assault family household member, previous conviction on March 6, 2020 for a term of 10 years? Is that you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, state.
Yes, Your Honor. Violation condition number 9, on or about the 15th day of April 2021 in Bear County, Texas, the defendant Benjamin David Williams failed to report a change of address to the supervision officer within 48 hours in violation condition number 9.
How do you plead to that, true or not true?
True.
Violation condition number 15G, on or about the 23rd day of July 2021 in Bear County, Texas, the defendant Benjamin David Williams did then and there fail to attend, comply with all rules, regulations, instructions, and financial agreements as directed by the court and or supervision officer and or head of or authorized personnel of the following counseling or education program, state accredited battering intervention and prevention program, and violation condition number 15G.
How do you plead to that, true or not true?
True.
The state would waive and abandon all remaining allegations for purposes of this hearing.
Any objections to the state's waivers?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Williams, that mask doesn't work unless it's over your nose. All right, did you understand by pleading true to violation 9 and 15G, the court could find it true, grant the motion, and sentence you up to 10 years in prison? Did you understand?
Yes.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to 9 and 15G?
Yes.
Court will find 9 and 15G true. Is there an agreement?
Yes, Your Honor. The agreement to grant the state's motion, reform the underlying sentence to assess punishment at 5 years confinement in the Texas Department of Criminal Justice. And the state will be taking into consideration clause numbers 2021 CR 7515 and 2021 CR 7518.
Is that the agreement?
It is, Your Honor.
Mr. Williams, are you asking the court to follow that agreement?
Yes.
Are you waiving your right to appeal?
Yes.
All right, the court will follow your agreement. As previously stated, the court is finding 9 and 15G true, 5 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served, taking consideration 2021 CR 7515, 2021 CR 7518, and there's affirmative finding of family violence. I'm going to show you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Is there a reason you're staring down state?
Benjamin.
Williams.
Ben,
I'm unaware of it, Judge. I don't know why.
Benjamin.
Mr. Williams,
What's up?
what's up is that you're going to prison for 5 years. Did you see this trial court certification of defendant's rights to appeal? Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, because you waived your right to appeal. You do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, because there's an affirmative finding of family violence, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over the definition of weapons or ammunition, you'll need to speak to your attorney. You can take him away.
Thank you. Judge, he did successfully complete ISF. I mean, yes, ISF.
It didn't work.
No, he will not receive credit for that. You're welcome. There's no credit for ISF.
Okay, I don't.
All right, thank you. It is Monday, Brenda.
What was that all about?
But you know what? Even though it's raining outside, it's still going to be a beautiful day. All right.
And are you David Newman? Are both parties ready to proceed on this motion to revoke?
State is ready.
This is right.
All right, Mr. Newman, I'm showing you what's entitled motion to revoke community supervision and first amended motion to revoke community supervision. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you the same David Matthew Newman who was placed on community supervision in 2021 CR 0689 for the offense of possession on February 1st, 2022 for a term of 10 years. Is that you?
Yeah.
State?
Yes, the state is proceeding under the original motion to revoke condition number 13B on or about the 6th day of September 2022 in Bexar County, Texas. The defendant, David Matthew Newman, did then and there fail to comply with the instructions of the Bexar County Community Supervision and Corrections Department Sex Offender Program, and that the defendant failed to comply with the instructions of Lone Star Offender Treatment Program, his court-ordered sex offender treatment program, and that the defendant was suspended from sex offender treatment for failing to abide by treatment program rules in violation of condition 13B.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True, ma'am.
State?
And condition 13H, on or about the 12th day of September 2022 in Bexar County, Texas, the defendant, David Matthew Newman, did then and there fail to comply with the instructions of the Bexar County Community Supervisions and Corrections Department Sex Offender Program, and that the defendant was in possession of pornographic materials in violation of condition 13H.
How do you plead to that? True or not true? State?
And lastly, the state is proceeding under condition 16 on or about the 21st day of September 2022 in Bexar County, Texas. The defendant, David Matthew Newman, failed to comply with chapter 62 requirements in violation of condition 16.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
The state's waiving the remainder, Your Honor.
Any objections to the state's waivers?
No objection.
Did you understand by pleading true to violations 13B, 13H, and 16, the court could find it true, grant the motion, sentence you to 10 years in the prison and up to a $1,500 fine? Did you understand?
I understand.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to 13B, 13H, and 16?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find 13B, 13H, and 16 true. Is there an agreement?
There is an agreement, Your Honor.
And what is the agreement?
Revocation and a sentence of 6 years TDC.
That is correct, Your Honor.
All right. With regards to allegation number 16, is that as well, or is that a different type of pornography?
That is non-contraband pornography.
Okay. Adult pornography?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. All right, the court is going to grant the motion, revoke you, sentence you to 8 years in the prison. Give you credit for any time served. There's a $1,500 fine. Time and money will run concurrent. There's to be chapter 62 registration. I'm going to show you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. You have a limited right to appeal, and that's as it relates to the allegations in the motion, not the fact that you were on community supervision. Do you understand? All right. Good luck to you.
Good.
Yes.
The deal was for 6 years, and I believe you announced 8. Is that-
Yes. I'm not following that plea. Okay. Thank you. All right, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
We'd ask the court to follow the agreement.
All right, why are you doing this? How old are you?
I'm 23.
All right, according to the police reports, you're causing disturbance at your parents' home, and you're committing burglary of a building at this church. Why are you doing this?
So I go to that church at night because it's an amphitheater church, and I just like to walk the stage and listen to music. That's what I usually do. I go there to free my mind at night, and it just so happened that the time that I needed to use the restroom, I saw that there was a door open, and I didn't plan anything. I just was just curious why the door was open. And it's just something that I know I made a mistake.
Well, I mean, you made choices that were not good choices.
Uh, yes, that's right. But, I was really just, curious. I did not plan anything like that. And it's just something that I ended up walking into.
And then they said that there was money missing. They said there was money missing after you had walked into the church and left. So it's more than just walking and being curious. You understand?
I believe that's the mistake there.
Well, I mean, did you take money or not? Because they're saying that you walked in, there was money before you walked in, and when you left, money was missing.
Yeah,
$619.50 was reported missing from the church cafeteria. How far did you go in school?
I made it to the last month of my senior year. It
Why?
was a school in the country of North Dakota, in the very country there. It was a school where there's only 10 kids in my class.
Mhm.
And the same 10 kids attend that same school from preschool to their senior year. And so when I went back to my senior year there, they were really judgmental of me. I was my parents are part of the military, so I lived in a lot of different,
So let me ask you this, because there are a lot of people who have parents who are in the military. Your mom said that you have been causing disturbance at the home.
and I could tell you that my family that I've explained to that the way that my mom is being, they could say that a lot different of a story than what she's trying to.
Well, you're 23, you need to get a place of your own
That's
instead of living
because,
with your mom.
My bad for interrupting. I was 19 when I first got incarcerated. And I was recently released a few months ago. So that's the reason why I'm 23 and still there now, because I was 19 before I was incarcerated.
And what's with this teardrop?
It's for a lot of things. It's not anything bad.
What is it for?
I feel like I've been put into a lot of positions where I've been forced to burn a lot of bridges that I've had, and because of that, I've lost a lot of people in my life.
So here's the thing. I really don't have a problem with tattoos. People can do whatever they want to, but teardrops beneath the eye have certain connotations. I don't know why people start tattooing their face. If you want to tattoo your face, fine, but your job prospects are going to be limited. And it's going to be limited to maybe being an actor, maybe investing in concealer, maybe working with a band, or maybe who knows, there'll be some great person who will see past the tattoos. So what is his criminal history?
I believe he's currently on felony probation in another county, Judge.
All right, and what are you on felony probation for?
And aggravated robbery.
Ah, thank you. Now I know what's going on. This is why I ask these questions. So the court is finding him guilty. The court is going to sentence him to 198 days in the Bexar County Jail under 1244. Give you credit for any time served. There's $1,000 fine. Time and money will run concurrently. There's to be no contact and restitution, if any, to city, community, church. And the court will show that this judgment is satisfied so that the other county can come pick you up. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Because it's plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good luck to you. You better do better. Otherwise, you're going to end up the rest of your life in somebody's prison. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good luck to you.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, we are going to take our recess. Anyone here who has plea paperwork that's been completed, you can appear by Zoom. It's coming up slowly. Something's happening with my computer. Yes.
There's not been any progress, Judge.
All right. You want to raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
One name here.
All right. So, have you ever reported to probation?
No, ma'am.
All right. So you've done nothing?
No, ma'am.
Why have you not reported to probation?
Because my father had passed away
When?
2 days ago when I got out.
When? What date? When is this?
I don't know the date, ma'am, but 2 days I got out. My mom called me. He said that my father had passed away. He had cancer.
Mhm.
And then I was going through a mental issue because I'm a daddy's boy.
So, but nobody's seen you for close to a year. So that's October, November, December. That's 3 months. Did you call probation at any time?
No, ma'am.
Then there's January, February, March, April, May, June, July. Here we are. And you haven't done anything. You never contacted probation. We can't help you if you don't contact anyone. I don't think you're a good candidate for probation.
Because I'm homeless. I ain't had no phone. That was that.
Did your mom have a phone? How did your mom contact you to let you know that your father had passed?
Because our friend had a phone. And plus, I didn't know with the probation number.
Okay, what you're telling me does not make any sense. You don't have a phone, but somehow your mom is able to contact you. And then she contacts you because another friend has a phone. How did your mom know you were with this friend?
Because she knew I was staying with him.
Mhm,
Because my mom don't let me in her house. Like
mhm.
the stuff I done past.
All right, and so were you checking in on your father?
This one.
So how could you be a daddy's boy if your mom is telling you your father has passed and you don't even know? That doesn't make any sense to me.
When I got out, you're right.
So, I mean, you haven't done anything. So I don't think you're appropriate candidate for probation. I mean, we require that the bare minimum is reporting. All you have to do is pick up the phone and call probation. I don't think you're a good candidate. So I'm going to grant the motion, find you guilty, and revoke. Any recommendation for time?
Your Honor, I believe
Oh.
it's third degree 2 to 10. The state would ask for 4 years.
I mean, before that, I'd like to ask some questions
Sure.
to the probationer.
Yes, and who knows, maybe the state will change. I don't know. So you may ask some questions.
Thank you, Judge. Mr. Mejia, once you got out of jail and put in probation, where did you go to?
I ain't had no home.
Yes, and where did you go?
I ain't had no home until my friend told me I could stay there for a couple of days. After that, I left.
Okay, and how long were you there with your friend?
3 days.
Okay. And after you were there for 2 days, where did you go next?
The streets, I was just homeless,
Okay.
sleeping on the streets.
And do you have, at that time, do you have employment? Okay. And did you try to get some employment?
No,
Okay. As far as you know, do you suffer from any mental illness?
yes,
And what that mental illness is?
PTSD,
And do you take medications for that?
yeah,
Are you regularly on medications for your PTSD?
not when I was out there.
And why would you not able to get your medication when you were out there homeless?
Because I got a couple problems, like mental ill problems. I could barely understand.
Okay, but do you understand now?
Yes, because I'm on these meds.
And when did you start taking your meds?
When I came from the other county, and they brought me over here, and I've been over there for like 3 months, and then I've been taking them since then. And I feel
Okay.
like I'm in the right state of mind.
And do you have insurance?
No,
Do you have any money to pay for your medications yourself?
no.
Okay. And if you can explain to us, if you don't take your medication, what happens to your mind?
I start having flashbacks, and I start having psychosis. It's more to it. It's not just that.
Okay, and when you say flashbacks and psychosis, can you just give us an example of that experience?
Like my uncle, he used to hang himself, and I got real problems. If I don't, like real things, bad things could really happen to me.
Okay, and so once you get out on probation, you heard that your dad passed away. Is that right?
Yeah, and a lot of bad things.
Okay. And you didn't have any access for your medication during that time, did you?
Yes, sir.
And were you having these psychotic episodes?
Yes, sir.
Now, and why is the reason that could not get employment?
And, I was getting SSI.
Okay. And who gets your SSI check?
My mom.
And is your mom giving you some of that money for you to purchase your medication?
No,
Okay. And if you're on your medication and you receive treatment, do you think you would be able to follow the instructions of probation?
yes, sir.
And do you think you may be benefited if we can find a sort of probation with treatment for both your mental illness and probably some drug problems?
Yes, sir.
And is that you would ask the court to do?
Yes, sir.
I have no more questions. Sir.
Any questions?
State has no questions, Your Honor.
All right, so you were released and you went to go live with your friend because your mom doesn't want you living with her. Is that correct?
No, I was homeless for a little bit, and then he called my other homie with the phone, and they were talking, and he told me, I told him I'm homeless, I ain't got nowhere to go, that I could stay for a couple of days.
No. My question is, you were released from custody and you can't live with your mom. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And so 2 days later, you are living with this friend,
Yes, ma'am.
and then something ends up happening with that living arrangement, and then you become homeless again?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So I didn't hear anything in between there, that he went to his father's funeral, that anything happened with that. The only thing I know is he's saying his father passed, which I still have nothing to show that that's true. His mother, who doesn't want anything to do with him, calls around and happens to know some friend, random friend, that reached out to him. I don't know how that friend reached out to him because he said he didn't have a phone, but she reaches out to this random person, lets him know his father has passed, and he goes into a tailspin and doesn't report for approximately 10, 11 months. Is that what happened?
It's, the problem here is that we don't have the mom to ask her those questions.
Mhm.
And so it would be very difficult for any of us to know what exactly happened.
No, I'm just listening to his story and following what he's saying. I still don't have an explanation for why he didn't find his way to probation, or why, since this friend has a phone, why didn't he call probation? He's saying he doesn't know probation's number, but when they go over conditions with you, they give you that information of who to contact.
I hear that, but I also hear that he did not have medication, that he was having psychotic episodes, that he suffers from hallucinations and flashbacks, and had no money, had no home. And so we can do that if the court wants to hear from the mom,
No, I don't need
anyone
to.
else, that'd be
Only hear from
great.
mom.
And so here we are. And by way of argument, we know, and he has admitted that he has not reported. But we also know that the defendant has a mental problem. I mean, I don't have the documents with me, but I think if we can take that as face value.
No, I'm going to accept that as true, but my whole issue is nobody can give somebody help if they don't even show up. That's the bare minimum. He's just disappeared. Nobody knows what he's been doing. He says he's been homeless. I'm going to take that as a fact that he has been homeless, but he has still not presented the court with a reason why he couldn't report to probation. So I don't think he's appropriate for probation. The court is finding violation of condition number 4 true. The court is going to find him guilty and the court is going to revoke. So state, are you still requesting the 4 years?
Your Honor, the state would go down to 3.
All right, the state is requesting 3 years.
2.
All right. The court is going to sentence you to 3 years in the prison. Give you credit for any time served, and the court will recommend the therapeutic community. All right, did you review the trial court certification of defendants' rights to appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it? You have a limited right to appeal. That right to appeal is as it relates to the allegations in the motion, not the fact that you were on deferred adjudication. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. I recommend that the therapeutic community for you. They will help with any type of mental health issues you may be suffering from or any type of drug addictions. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you, Judge, maybe.
Thank you, yes.
My client has never been on felony probation, and he's never had the theft course. And I asked the court to take a look at the offense itself and what was stolen. He was homeless at the time, and currently he says that he can live with his parents. And I asked the court respectfully to consider probation.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
David Lind.
All right, counsel, would you wish for your client just to talk to the court, or do you have questions?
No, I would like my client to address the court.
Yeah, I'm just living in my parents' house. I'll be taking care of them. My mom has dementia and my dad can barely walk. So I'm kind of like their caretaker.
All right, when people are on probation in this court, I don't allow them to be home healthcare
Oh,
providers.
no, I'm not getting paid for it. I go over there and help them out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why were you not doing this before you picked up these new cases?
I've been going over there.
Mhm.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so here's the court's concern. Looking at your criminal history, you have a criminal trespass. You were placed on deferred adjudication. The motion was withdrawn after a motion to revoke was filed and the case was dismissed. Then you had a theft case in 1995. You were granted 6 months probation. A motion to revoke was filed, then withdrawn. Case was closed. In 1996, you had a driving while intoxicated case. You were given 6 months probation. A motion to revoke was filed. Probation was revoked. You were sentenced to 30 days in the Bexar County Jail. Then in 1997, you had assault, bodily injury, married. You were given deferred adjudication. A motion to adjudicate guilt was filed. You were revoked, sentenced to 6 months. In 1997, you had a driving while license suspended. Your probation was revoked. You were sentenced to 52 days in the Bexar County Jail. And then also in 1997, you had another driving while license suspended, 6 months in the Bexar County Jail. November 1997, driving while license suspended, 6 months in the Bexar County Jail. July 1999, driving while license invalid, enhanced. You were given probation for a year. Motion to revoke was filed. You were sentenced to 6 months in the Bexar County Jail. 2003, you had a theft, $5,500. You were sentenced to 90 days in the Bexar County Jail. 2006, you had a driving while license invalid. You were sentenced to 30 days in the Bexar County Jail. 2006, you had a theft, $50 to $500. You were sentenced to 45 days in the Bexar County Jail. 2006, you had a driving while license invalid, enhanced. You were sentenced to 30 days in the Bexar County Jail. 2007, you have a driving while license invalid. You were sentenced to 30 days in the Bexar County Jail. 2007, you had a criminal trespass to habitation or shelter. You were sentenced to 75 days in the Bexar County Jail. 2023, you had a criminal trespass to private property. You were sentenced to 26 days in the Bexar County Jail. 2007, you had a theft under $1,500 enhanced. You were sentenced to 6 months in the state jail facility. 2008, you had a theft under $1,500 enhanced. And a motion to revoke was filed and you were continued on probation. And then you were revoked and sentenced to 6 months in the state jail facility. 2010, you had a theft, $1,500 enhanced. You were sentenced to 8 months in the state jail facility. 2012, you had a theft under $1,500 enhanced. You were sentenced to 10 months in the state jail facility. 2013, you had a theft under $1,500 enhanced. You were sentenced to 12 months in the state jail facility. 2013, you had a theft under $1,500 enhanced. That was dismissed. You were convicted of another offense instead of that. 2014, you had a theft under $1,500 enhanced. You were sentenced to 4 months in the state jail facility and given a judgment satisfied under 1244. 2015, you had a theft under $1,500 enhanced. You were sentenced to 12 months in the state jail facility. August 2015, you had a theft under $1,500 enhanced. That was dismissed. You were convicted of another offense. 2023, you had a theft under $2,500 enhanced. You were convicted of another offense. And then now we have your current offense. Then out of county in Guadalupe County, you have a theft of property. You were sentenced to 60 days. You had a driving while license invalid. You were sentenced to 127 days in New Braunfels. Then in 2007, you had a reckless driving. You were sentenced to 20 days. Then in Travis County, you had a theft, $1,500, 2 or more previous convictions, and you were sentenced to 6 months in the state jail facility. So the question becomes, why do you not stop stealing?
Because I had a gambling problem.
All right. Is there anything else?
That's it.
All right. The court is going to find you guilty. The court will deny your application. The court will sentence you to 14 months in the state jail facility, give you credit for any time served.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Did you review the document
Ma'am,
entitled certification of defendant's
Ma'am,
rights to
we're-
appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it?
When me and him were on
Because
the,
this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not
I
have the
told
court's
my attorney I
permission to
wanted to
appeal.
fire him.
Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Good luck to you.
Ma'am,
Thank you, Your Honor.
Here.
Yes, sir.
All right, did you review the document entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision with your attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
And also the First Amendment motion with your attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you the same Victoria Marie Sanchez who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2020 CR 2715 for the offense of possession of a controlled substance penalty group 1 gram to 4 grams on August 5th, 2020 for a period of 2 years? Is that you?
Yes, ma'am.
And extended for a total of 5 years?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, state.
Yes, Your Honor. Violation of condition number 28. On or about the 11th day of April 2025 in Liberty County, Texas, the defendant Victoria Sanchez did then and there fail to comply with the rules, regulations, or instructions of the Bexar County Community Supervision and Corrections Department Substance Abuse Felony Punishment Facility Continuum of Care Treatment Plan, and that the defendant was unsuccessfully discharged for refusing to participate in treatment in violation of condition number 28.
All right, so what motion are you reading from? Because I don't see a violation of 28 on mine.
This one provided, it's under case number ending in 2715.
Is it a supplemental or something?
No, Judge, it was signed 5/13/2025.
May I show the court?
Yes, because I don't have that one. Okay, yes, I've been given the wrong paperwork. Okay,
Rely on the defense to give you the right paperwork.
okay. So to that allegation, how do you plead? True or not true?
True, Your Honor.
State, do you waive? Is that the only allegation?
Seeing that this is the only violation.
All right, yeah, I definitely didn't have the correct paperwork. All right. Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 28, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, sentence you up to 10 years in the prison and up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes, Your Honor.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition 28?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find violation of condition number 28 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
There's not, we are going open, Your Honor.
All right, state, what are you requesting?
The state is requesting that you grant the state's motion, revoke probationer and sentence probationer to 2 years TDC.
And defense, what are you recommending?
Judge, right now, this morning, Ms. Sanchez has 180 days credit. I'm asking the court to find her guilty of the lesser included offense of attempt to possess controlled substance 1 to 4, which is a state jail, and sentence her to 180 days in state jail, time served, judgment satisfied.
All right, why would I do that? She hasn't been successful.
Because you're a merciful and just judge.
Yes, but she has been, this is not our first motion to revoke.
It's not, Judge, and I think that Ms. Sanchez is having difficulty utilizing the resources available through SafeP. I don't think that there's any sort of remediation that is available to her that's going to help her move forward with her life. And Judge, I'm asking that you sentence her to 180 days, time served, judgment satisfied, so that she can get out, rebuild her life. Judge, she's a victim of sexual violence, and I'm hoping that when she does get out, that she can link up with Center for Healthcare Services and get some trauma therapy so that she can go forward with the rest of her life.
All right, and you have children?
Yes, Your Honor, I have 4.
All right, and see, that's the problem because she was here when I placed her on deferred adjudication. I placed her on 2 years deferred adjudication, gave her all the tools that she could need, had her saying, work with CPS, had contacts for her for outpatient treatment, intensive outpatient treatment, did a referral to felony drug court. Then there was a violation and still continued her, did the weekly Zoom reporting to try to get her on track. And then there was another violation, and then she was sent to SafeP. So I'm not going to give you a judgment satisfied. I'm finding, and did you complete the CPS?
Yes, Your Honor, I'm actually getting my visitations. I was paying my child support for about 8 months. The last time you sent me for the 2 years, within those 2 years, I did 8 months, I think up to 9 months of job and paying my child support, and I was seeing my kids. So, I mean, right now I'm really having a hard time with my son, He just started middle school, so he.
Well, you know why you're having a hard time with your son? Because you're not in his life.
Exactly.
All you had to, yeah, well, you're saying exactly, but all you had to do was complete this probation. And I don't know if you would be a good influence on your son because I don't know if you're still using drugs or not.
I understand that, Your Honor, but I feel like this has been the longest I've ever been locked up my whole life, and I think I've changed a lot, and I think I've learned the lessons that I need to learn to go out there
No.
and work and be there for my children.
You haven't learned any lessons because we're here on another motion to revoke. And I always tell people, if you're not going to be clean and sober for yourself, which that's how you should always be, do it for your children. If there's somebody else you love more than yourself, do it for them. And you're not even doing it for your children.
I am, Your Honor.
And so that is why your son is having problems because you're in and out of his life. Sometimes you are there, sometimes you have motions to revoke, sometimes you're using drugs, sometimes you're not. That's instability for your child. And I'm not going to reduce this, and I'm not giving you a judgment satisfied. I'm finding 28 true, going to find you guilty, revoke. I'm going to sentence you to 3 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served. I'll request the therapeutic community. She'll receive any credit for successful inpatient treatment.
Very well, Judge.
All right. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, I did.
All right, you have a limited right to appeal. That right to appeal is as it relates to the allegations in the motion, not the fact that you're on deferred adjudication. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
We can go off the record. When you're released from prison, if you can't find a sober house, if you can't find someone that can help you, if I'm still here, you come back here, I'll pick up the phone, call somebody to try to get help for you, okay?
Alrighty, thank you.
All right, you're welcome. Good luck to you. Are they all here?
Yes, Judge.
All right.
Excuse, Judge?
Yes, thank you. Then we will start with them,
We have two more inmates. Do you want us to hold them or do you want to do?
if you'll hold them,
Downstairs or?
downstairs.
Keith Hutchinson. Stand. Your Honor.
And can I see the file on Dreamer, please?